Hey everyone, my name is Mike. I'm a guitar enthusiast, player, I repair, build, modify. I'm new to all of it over the last 4 years. Had a lot of fun. I've got some things to share, some projects, some worthy, some not so much, depending on what you think is worthy and not. Things to build, things to fix, some with troubles. Gonna take some work, but I got a plan. So, like, share, subscribe, make a channel for me, motivate me, let's get going. I've got something to show you today. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. So this is Mike. I've got another project I'm working on today. Not a big project. It's just a pickup change on this guitar. This is another Stratosphere build, built from a husk, an empty shell, and it's a Epiphone ES-339. It's a fantastic guitar. It's kind of become my baby, my one that I, if somebody was going to steal all my guitars, financial considerations aside, this is the one I would hope that they would have to leave behind. This is a keeper. So, but what I did do when I built it is I put a GFS harness in it, a control harness. So it has push pulls on it for coil splitting. And it also has the QuikPlug, so I can quickly change pickups. And what I put in here for the first iteration on this guitar are GFS Crunchy Pat pickups. These pickups come from their LP line of guitars, Les Paul style guitars. Not all of them, a bunch of them. The 500s, the 510s, I think most of them. And they're fantastic pickups. And they split, and they're great. I love them. They sound great in this. I'm going to do a quick sound check when I'm done here, side by side for comparing when I'm done with this. But what I did buy when I bought this husk were these P90s. I was thinking about using these because I think they would look cool, and plus they're Gibson P90s, humbucker size P90s. And so these are going to go in today. Now they're not going to split, obviously, because they're single coil pickups. But if they sound great, I might keep them in there. I don't know. And just so you can see, P94R and T are the P90s. About these used on Reverb. And I also have, in case I do decide to stay with P90s, I don't have to. I can always leave this harness in there and just not use the splits. But I do have a Gibson harness. You can see I've already wired it for the quick connects on the GFS plug setup. But this was for another guitar. And yeah, so I have this if I ever want to go permanent with these P90s in there. Or semi-permanent with the QuikPlugs. However I want to do it, I can do that. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and change out, put those pickups in. I've got one that I wired. I got one that I wired with the, where's the camera on this thing? With the GFS QuikPlug. And I'm going to go and put the one in and test it because I just want to test it. It's hard to tell what you have for north and south if you have just regular digital voltmeter. If you have an analog with the swinging peg, that can give you an indication whether you're positive and negative. The wiring diagrams tell you what they are, but they'll also say, well, if it's not that, then it's the opposite. It's the reverse, and that's the Gibson diagram in the instructions. So I'm going to put one in, make sure I have it right with the GFS plug, Make sure that it works when it's pushed, the push pull is pushed in and not out. Make sure I have that right. Then I'll go ahead and wire up the second one, which is raw at this point. And then I'll go ahead and put the other one in. So I'll do a quick sound check on this for you, and then yeah, so we'll have something to play at the end. So neck position. Okay, and split. And bridge. Unsplit on the bridge. Middle. And then split this is what I usually do in case you haven't seen one. My favorite position is splitting the bridge and just rolling off the neck position a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and change that, and I'll get back. Take care. Hey everyone, I'm back. I changed that. Let me get this off here. Hey everyone, I'm back. I changed that pickup out. I put a P90 in, P94, humbucker size P90 from Gibson, and it's nice. It sounds great, just what I expected. It looks great, and I'm looking forward to putting in the neck position, but I'm not going to do it right away. The reason is it was a 50-50 shot whether I got the wiring right, and 50-50 for me goes, that's 95% of the time, it's not going to work out, and it didn't. And so so that's the tap for the bridge position. Doesn't work. Pull it. Well, I could live with that. There's two things about it. Well, I don't want to live with it, but I don't remember exactly how I wired that. So this is a P94. Let me get rid of this. I use this for playing, sticky hands on the back of guitars. It's 3 wires, two to the pickup and 1 ground, and I put the quick connect on it, and the lead from Guitar Fetish, the quick connect lead from Guitar Fetish, has, I believe, 4 or 5 places to put on it, and I just got it wrong, so it's in the wrong spot on there. So I need to dissect that, find out how I have it wired, and swap it for what's right, and then do this one correctly as well, possibly with the polarity reversed for noise canceling. So I want to get all that right, make sure I have it right before I go in here. A couple things made this easy. I've got the Tone Pros studs on here, so I loosen the wires. I just pull these 2 screws out, and these just release. They come right off the top of the mount, so your stud bases stay and maintain your height and everything. But basically, it makes it easy to pull your bridge off, change pickups, because you don't have to loosen the wires so much. Because with the normal one, you have to pull the studs all the way out, or loosen them enough to pull this back and free it. With this, you just pull these caps off, and you can just pull it up. So that makes it easy. So it's not that hard, but I want to get it right. I want to set it up right, and make it so yeah, I want to get that other pickup wired properly and get this one wired properly so that those play in the untapped position. Um, just for your information, this is a Guitar Fetish pickup, and you can see it has that little module on there. I have those modules. They also give you leads that you can, put on, just terminate the end of something like my Gibson wires there. And I'm not going to do that to a Gibson pickup. If it was a different pickup, some aftermarket pickup, I'd go ahead and just put it on there. But what that does is that leaves this long lead in there, which ends up in the cavity here, which I'll live with for a while. But if indeed I'm going to stick with these long term, I will actually go ahead and cut that wire down, put the short lead on there so I don't have all that wire in there. But then again, I'm going to make sure I have everything 100% right when I do that. But yeah, so that's how it looks. It shouldn't matter how it looks, or maybe it does. But how much, I don't know. But I think it looks fantastic. I love the looks of this guitar. I love P90 sounds. I'm really happy with having P90s in here. Actually, if I go, you know what? Before I would actually cut those P90s down, I would go ahead and use that Gibson harness, put that in there, and wire it all Gibson P94 without the splits or anything like that. That's probably the way I would go if I was going to permanently go with these P90s and I knew I was going to do that. So that's that. I had to loosen the strings, so I just tightened them up. So they still need some retightening once in a while, but. Check my knobs here. Full volume, full tone. Roll off the tone, see what happens. Excuse me. Yeah, I like that. Let me put some crunch on it for the heck of it. So yeah, just so you know, the way this is fed is I have the guitar into a line of cheap pedals, reverb sitting at the end, and that goes into a solid state Logic SSL2, which is, I believe that goes direct out to my speakers, although it has a USB to my computer. But yeah, that goes direct out to my computer monitors. So there's no, amp in here. It just goes through the pedals into my studio computer monitors. So. There's P94 here. Show you that. Here's the GFS. Split. Middle position. So this is the P90 mixed in with the GFS crunchy pat for sounds pretty good. Turning up that humbucker a little bit. Oh, I didn't roll back the humbucker. Okay. That's kind of cool. I like So that's the full humbucker on the GFS with the P90 into it, with the humbucker rolled off a little bit. That's a great out of phase sound. If you like the out of phase sound, some people don't like it. I really like that a lot. That's pretty cool. Let me split that GFS pickup and turn it all the way up, see what happens. So this is two single coils, one from the humbucker, one from the P94. Yeah, you can hear that out of phase. And let me just roll off the humbucker a little bit. That's pretty cool. I like the out of phase, so I like that a lot. So that's with the humbucker rolled off a little bit. Split humbucker with the P94. You just click it over to the neck position. That's straight P94. That's straight split humbucker. Roll off a bit, turn it up. Unsplit. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. That's fun. I'm going to play with that for a little while before I dissect the one I have installed. It's got to come out, find out what I have going, reverse that in terms of out of phase, and then match it to the other one, put a plug on that, install it. And but that might be a little while because I'm kind of liking this the way it is right now. So that's that. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Like to keep going with this, and yeah, take care.